I will have an inflection point in 2026. Under 20 years old CEOs will flourish in 2026.
But the combination of all of these, the mature individual is between 50 and 55. Imagine these guys that are now exiting corporations and all that stuff. They are a cocktail of practice everything. These guys are coming to the ecosystem.
Started out in Dubai. We've been doing a ton in Portugal. We did some things in Brazil this year. And believe it or not, we're going to be doing some stuff in Vietnam next week.
So what's happening around the world is...
Here we are, one of my favorite guests. I think you've been on this show more than anyone else. Ladislau.
Thank you so much. It's an honor.
Ladislau and I have been collaborating all over the world now. Started out in Dubai. We've been doing a ton in Portugal. We did some things in Brazil this year. And believe it or not, we're going to be doing some stuff in Vietnam next week. So it is always an amazing adventure with you. Welcome back to the show. I think this is your fourth time, maybe.
I believe so, yeah.
So it's always...
I'm not counting. It's always it's always a pleasure. So you're very good to be here with you, Dennis. We are going, as you said, all over the world. We are, most of all, what we do, that I'm very pleased to do it with you, is we connect people.
Yeah.
And we are hands-on, and we like to deal with people and to see what are people's life and expectations, and how them as professionals can be better and to be more close to the ones that I work with them to deliver better service to the customers at the end of the day.
That's true. And
so that's where we play, right? So because it's, first of all, it's a lot of fun. And second is, I think that we have that in common, is where we believe that things happen.
Yeah, that's where I was going, which is, it's one thing to connect people, but connecting people at the right time to make things happen isn't as easy. You know, I feel like we connect a lot of different people, but some of them connect. And so on that note, I just want to say thank you. The I think it's all over a couple of weeks ago, in the beginning of October, I was in Lisbon with Collab at their event. I gave a speech there about AI and the contact center, and I'm working with them on a project. So that was really something that came out of your CX event when we were there, which was wonderful. And you know, it's interesting to me. On one hand, customer experience is such a big topic around the world, but the people who are actually activating against it I just feel like it's weird that me and you, to really be on top of our game, we're literally working in Brazil, in Portugal, in Vietnam, in Dubai, in the United States. We are literally all year round working in all these different places, where a lot of people are like, either they're in one market. I don't know how it works to like, if you're a brand, I guess, I'm just talking this out loud. If you're a brand, then you have offices in like these other cities. So I guess if you're a CXer in an international brand, you're doing the same thing we are.
Right.
But it's interesting that in some ways, CX is activating all around the world, but not at depth in certain markets.
But you know, now that you mention it, and even mention our event in Lisbon, I even get with bumps related to what you are saying. Look at this situation. Another example. You're giving the example of Collab. I give you back the example of what happened with Deepu. You introduced us to Deepu, guy in India.
Yeah.
Running 200 million customers in one of the largest insurance companies in the world. So the guy could not attend your event in the US. There was this event in Portugal. You shared with us. We invited him to come to Portugal, not only to deliver an outstanding keynote, but as well to get the award that we was not able to collect in US. The guy could not come because of the visa. Then we did the event. He came online. Then he got the visa. He wanted to go to Lisbon anyway because he felt that I have to be with the CXs because I committed. He comes to Lisbon. I was not there anymore, but you were in Paris. You flew to Lisbon. You met the guy with 12 or 10 C-level people in Lisbon in a private, first in a dinner, then in the day after in a small event with dozens of people. And now he came back 2 weeks ago, and I met him in Lisbon. He came with the family, and we met for dinner. All these people that they were first in event, then in the second, though they were talking about that they are doing business and talking about their lives, and I was just sitting saying, wow, look at this. This is the CX community. This is like, this is so crazy.
So, yeah, I jumped on a plane from Paris to Lisbon for that event and lost my luggage. So I lost my luggage, and then I had to leave there, I think, and go to I think I left there and I went to either South Africa or Korea, but my luggage was following me.
I think you were going back to Korea, right?
Yeah. So my luggage was trying to catch up with me. Each city I was like telling the airlines, nope, next city. But yes, the CX community, you're right. It's a great community worldwide. And I think you bring us to a really good point in the connection of people, which is, I was just sharing with the videographer before this that in every city that I go to, there's a warm reception from CXers who are like, hey, welcome to our city.
Right.
So it is a good community. So you and I are going to be working on a little something in Vietnam. What else is happening for you around the world?
So what's happening around the world is we are driving these days. What we see that is happening is very related with AI and CX.
Oh yeah.
So everybody speaks AI everywhere you go. There is no event, nothing, any talk. You turn on the radio, AI. Everything now is AI. And we were very trying to understand how these impact our lives as CXers. So that's what I'm trying to drive now as well, some awareness of how these AI and CX world combine and how you can use it in a responsible way. So it's changing our lives, but as rules, as commitments, as a human nature behind it. So we need to protect the ecosystem itself. So that's what I think that is going on around the world. Another thing then is that we are also seeing that is going very fast is came after the pandemic and then became very crazy all over the world. It's related with the patient experience. So people how they deal with healthcare. Healthcare is very regulated. There is a lot of regulation, the machines, everything, all the clinical stuff, the support of people. But the experience was too much left behind. For example, you one of your family members goes to a hospital and stays there for a surgery. You are going with them, and sometimes we don't have even get a pajama, or you sleep in the sofa or in a chair. You should take care of people that are coming with the patients, and you go to a outpatient appointment. Everything is looking at the patient, and the hospitals have this idea of the patient. They don't have to wait; they have to go and get very fast the services. But the guy that goes with him stays in a very small room, waiting for 2 hours maybe, with no Wi-Fi, with no water, with nothing. And it's the guy that is going to post and say, this hospital is very bad. So maybe they have a very good service or support for the patients. But patients, they are part of a family, part of a community that also is part of the experience. So we see this all moving very fast now, the patient experience. Even here in Dubai, next week will be an event about patient experience in Abu Dhabi. Our institute, 1 month from now, will be launching a standard about patient experience. So this is something that is also coming, but
I love that you're launching a standard on the patient experience but Dubai is next level, bro. I went to the movies yesterday and there was a trailer for a service. I don't know if you've heard of it. Private jet to private car to healthcare facility
Wow.
to tests, all the doctors, confidentiality, VIP, back to car service, back to private jet, out. That's the level of CX that Dubai is working
That's
on.
true. But actually, you can get it in Brazil as well. There are two hospitals in São Paulo that they do the same. You come with the helicopter and you get to the surgery from the helicopter. The helicopter gets inside the building, and you go directly to the surgery room. And downstairs, it's like a 5-star shopping. We have all these jewelries and stuff in the lobby of the hotel. Yeah, that's a but Dubai is not only one hospital or two. You have this experience.
I am, because I've been looking into living here part of the year, and the healthcare system here is so much better. There's like 20 plus hospitals in this area. So many ways to get healthcare. And do you know that if I can get like, like one of these, a visa or something where I can get healthcare here, it's so much better than anything in the United States.
Yeah, I have my own investor's visa, and I have an insurance that is amazing.
Yeah, I need it. You gotta help me figure that out. And so the patient experience, the Institute, you're launching the patient experience. And what do you see on the horizon? Let's not say AI, but I'd say that, and then so here's what I've been working on. I've been working on this agentic system.
Right.
I'm on version 7 now.
Wow.
I've written over 1 million lines of code. Now, when I say me, I mean vibe coding using coders. Like the AI is writing the code. But I'm on version 7 now, and I've gotten this thing down to like mapping entire customer journeys in like just minutes that are like infinitely more accurate than any of the journey maps we used to do back in the day. So it's become quite a brave new world with AI. And for me, in 2026, I'm going to be all about better intelligence.
Right.
Like not just artificial intelligence, but better intelligence. Like that's why I'm here at BPG. I'm working with them on agentic CX.
Right.
Being able to help their clients see more clearly with more precision over the vast amounts of public data. Because so much of the data that's out there in the internet has not been considered. People are so focused on mining their own data from customers that have already done business with them, who are either at any stage of having a good or a bad experience, but they're completely biased and contained in a vacuum of CX. And that looking in the mirror at your existing customers, it's really not, in my opinion, as effective as looking out into what the world thinks of you.
Right. Completely agree. So that's a very good point, Dennis, by the way. That is the intelligence and the capacity to, what I think now, that all of this is very exponential. And people, they felt they went from 0 to thousands in a very short term. And like you are saying, there is a lot of data, but people are lost. And when you are lost, you just try to get yourself stick to something. And the something usually is what is around you. So it's a human reaction. So between the deep sea and you don't know how to deal with it, you take your boat and you stay as steady as possible. So that's what's happening. So people, they are trying to use the tools to understand better what they do, or with some data that they use, but they forget all the rest. And second is, I think that the next transformation is what you are doing. That is, some of the things that now we buy as a service will not be needed anymore. The moment you access the data and you can create the algorithms and you can understand how to work with it, why you should buy a system That was why,
Yeah.
right? Even last week I was in Lisbon with one CEO from a financial institution was calling me because some stuff is, look, what you have to do is maybe instead of hiring more people for these departments, maybe you should hire 2 or 3 guys, and not even a system or a software, by 2 or 3 guys just to understand better your data and to take more value of what you already have. Because and maybe it does, at the end you will not even need to subscribe any service. That's a new challenge that I think that is coming.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's very interesting. Very interesting.
So I think, just to wrap this up, because I always love touching base with you, I think based on our worldview, so not any one industry, let's make some predictions about 2026. Let's make some AI predictions. I predict that AI will have an inflection point in 2026 that no one is anticipating, where the first batch of elite AI users will be coming out of either late stage high school or college, and that you will see a new genre of business person that is the under 20 CEO.
Okay.
Under 20 years old CEOs will flourish in 2026. That's my crazy ass prediction.
And yeah,
because of AI.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, because they can move faster, right? That's very interesting.
And I'll predict that they'll come out of the US. And I'll say it'll be the seminal moment where, for the first time in a long time, the US starts to catch up with the experiences and the businesses around the world, because despite everybody's best stories to themselves, the US is kind of a wasteland of good businesses, and they're all out here in different countries. But these under 20 CEOs will be the first to create a new anchor of global business in the US.
Yeah,
That's my crazy sci-fi prediction.
Okay, amazing.
What crazy sci-fi prediction? Any prediction you want.
To be honest, I'm so involved in all of this, and now that you're mentioning 2026, I see like, wow, it's 1 month or and a half from now. I didn't even think about it yet, so I cannot even predict. So
you predicted that you'll make it to 2026.
Yeah.
You predicted to be here. You know, yeah. Well, I won't. Do you have any thoughts about the future of what's coming next, though? You don't have to make a big prediction. What do you think? How do you think things will change for people?
I think that what will change for people, they will be more demanding on support from them, support for themselves. That's what I feel now. So people, they are now accessing the tools. They understand the businesses. They have the concerns of their own lives, and now they need to understand how all these goes together in the next times. So to support people, I think, is something that is very important these days. Like with what you're saying with data, with even a dashboard. So there are some information that you can collect, and you can help people even to correlate or to get used to it or to understand better, because this is a big disruption. We work for ages in different paradigms and ways of working, and people running the business in, always innovative and all this, but nothing like this that we are going through.
You know, because I know you speak to me in English, but you think of in all these different languages. What I think I hear you saying is the rise of the ecosystem thinker, the rise of people who need help working the systems, the ecosystems. I think what you're saying is ecosystems thinking and support to do that is going to be in demand in 2026.
And there is another, now that you are mentioning it, Dennis, you are talking about the under 20. And what I'm seeing happening, that will be also some impacts, is guys like us, like more than 40,
Wow. Generous.
guys like us that don't want to work, or for any reason we are exiting, or they are exiting the corporate world with a long experience. These guys, before they were retiring or finding a lobby, now they are very keen to come to the ecosystem as well. So every time I go for ecosystem, yesterday I was having a meeting with a guy, 48 years old, left big bank, his career in big banks in CX all over the world. Say, look, you know what? I want to work with small teams, go, jump in, and then he will work with the 20 years old guys. He doesn't want to work with the big corporation anymore. He has been there all his life. But these guys, you know, a 48 or a 50 years old guy is a fit guy. He's a guy with the brain. I was even reading yesterday a report from US, one of these, I think MIT or something like, our peak is on the between 50 and 55. Boom! Putting together all your emotional together with the intelligence, the emotional then, and the wise, the wisdom will increase after 60. Between 60 and 70 is the peak. Your intelligence, the peak maybe is between 30 and 40. But the combination of all of these, the mature individual, is between 50 and 55. Imagine these guys that are now exiting corporations and all that stuff. They are a cocktail of practice everything.
Supremacy.
So
yeah.
These guys are coming to the ecosystem.
So I'm going to go, I'll say my prediction of 20 under 20 and your prediction of 20 over 50. That's going to be the thing we should watch.
Right.
All right, Ladislau, it's always great to have you on the show.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Welcome back, everyone. Great conversation. The best predictions ever, I think. All right, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you.